Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. Looks like we've got another field here ready to harvest, so we'll do that first as we're already here with the combine. The combine was already here from doing this other field, so seems like a good place to start. Looks like Daggerwin's got the forklift on the trailer. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. But yeah, he must be loading the confectionery pallets, but he's got the forklift actually on the trailer, the Komatsu forklift. I think we have been having some issues with that forklift. I did mention it a few episodes back when I was using it. It wouldn't lift pallets properly and it kept sinking through the ground. And I noticed Daggerwin was having the same problem last episode as well. So yeah, hopefully he's fixed that. I think he said if you I know it's kind of cheating, but not in this case because it's to fix the problem. But yeah, if you use super strength and lift it up into the air and then put it back down again, I think that apparently fixed the problem. But there's certainly been some issue with that. I don't know what happened to it, but it seems to have fallen through the ground slightly. I don't know, it's a bit strange. But that's probably what he's trying to do. He's probably trying to fix that. So yeah, as far as this series goes, we're just continuing with the harvesting. We've still got quite a lot of harvesting to do, both with the combine and also we've got some corn and we've got some sugar beets as well to harvest. I believe they're not quite ready yet though. That probably will be next episode, unless we do move time on. Most of you didn't seem to mind us moving time on to get things done, because we have got a limited time left on this series now, and we want to make sure we can get everything done as much as possible. So yeah, the only way to sort of do that is to move time on a bit quicker, to make sure that we can get everything sorted out. Got a lot of stuff still in production as well. We've got lots of oil in the oil mill, lots of grain in the grain mill, or flour actually. The grain mill I think might have finished, but the flour is still in the grain mill, which is ready to be used by the bakery, but that, as we know, the bakery is very slow at processing stuff. When I looked, the cows could do with some more feed as well. They were quite low, so if Daggerwin doesn't do that, I'll do that next, after I finish this canola harvest. This is not one of our bigger fields, so it won't take us too long to do this. And then we'll move on. I think there's an oat field actually. The one that Daggerwin re-drilled, the most recent field actually to have been drilled, is actually ready to harvest. Because oats are very, very fast growing. It doesn't take long at all for them to grow. So they're ready before everything else, which was drilled first. Like the corn and the sugar beet, they were drilled way before the oats, and they're still not ready. And the oats are ready, so yeah, we can go and do that. Although Daggerwin tends to be the one that harvests that field. It's kind of his field, I suppose. He made it and he tends to work on it. It's not my favourite field. It's a bit of a strange shape. There was a few comments about selling the drills early and saying we should have used them to drill the new area that we bought with something, with grass or something. But yeah, I understand that. Probably would have been nice to do that, but Daggerwin already sold the drills. The thing is, we're not going to. If we did drill that, all it would do is cost us money and time, because we're never really unlikely to have time to do anything else with it apart from drill it. So, although I understand why you'd want to see that area worked on, because of the stage of the series we're at now, I don't think it would ever get used for anything. So it is annoying. I know. I'd like to continue for a bit longer, but we won't, I don't think, because of the new game. We're basically, once the new game comes out, nobody's going to want to watch the old game, are they? Because everyone wants to see the new game. So there's no point really continuing this one. Anyway, I will get on now with the harvesting of this canola field. canola harvest is finished, but I've just noticed the combine is pretty low on diesel, so I'm going to get that refilled. I've also just repaired it. I do believe that you can upgrade this tank capacity as well on this combine, the grain tank capacity, that is, not the diesel. So I might try and do that. I know it's a bit late in the series, we're not going to benefit from it much, but it would be quite handy to have a bigger grain tank capacity. So I'll have a look at that. Just waiting for the fuel to fill up. Nearly there. There we go. Right, so let's have a quick look at grain tanks. I could have done this at the yard, I know. I've just realised I remembered about it. Oh, we can also upgrade the engine. But it doesn't look like you can upgrade the tank with this one. We can put GPS on it, although probably not worth it now. It's just the tyres. So yeah, is it worth upgrading the engine really? Unless that affects. Oh, it does. Oh, hang on. Yes, it does affect it. There you go. Yeah, so it does. Yeah, right. Okay. Should have looked at this first. Yeah, so that does upgrading the engine upgrades the tank capacity, it seems. So we might as well go for the biggest one. So at the moment we've got a 10,500 litre tank, and we can go up to 12,000 litres. So I know that's not the biggest horsepower, but it is the biggest tank, so we might as well go with that one. I think that makes sense. There we go. So yeah, we've upgraded the tank now. Oh, Daggerwin just sent a message. What he said? Should we do the corn as maize? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. As long as it all. Yeah. So that's for silage. As long as it's going to ferment in time to sell it, it's going to be quite a big job selling all that silage. But hopefully it will. Although saying that, that's probably one of the only fields we could have harvested with the combine for corn. Is there anything else left for the combine to do? I've probably wasted my money now on that. I know there's the small outfield here, but then what else have we got? That's the corn. Oh, we've got the big canola field, but that's sugar beet. Oops, wasn't looking. Yeah, so really I've done that for the benefit of the outfield and the canola field, if we're not doing the corn with the combine. Never mind. At least I know now that upgrading the engine upgrades the tank. So I'll take this back to the yard then. We're not going to need it. Well, we have got the oats to do. We can do that today, if we get around to it. I would like to feed the cows before I do anything else, so I'm going to have to do that when I get back to the yard. I'll just put this in the yard and then we'll go to the cow farm and get them fed. Just leave that there for now, I think. Let's go to the cow farm. That was the cow farm. And yeah, we'll fill this up with TMR. Engine was already running. And we'll just get these cows fed. So that's the cows sort of fed anyway. I've given them some food. The TMR mix is still running, so it's not a full load I've given them, but at least they've got something to keep them going. And then yeah, Daggerwin's just turned up here with the forager, and hopefully he's going to start going this way. Well, there's no easy way of doing this because we're going to run alongside the river, so we're going to struggle, I think, to get the trailer alongside without driving in the crop. I think we're going to have to drive in the crop. I think that's the only way of doing it, really. But yeah, we'll give this a go, and we'll take the forage to the... Wow, where's that going? We'll take it to the silage pit, if we get anything. It actually goes in the trailer. Yeah, so this is where it's going to get difficult. I'm going to have to go behind for a start, see if that'll work. And if not, I'm going to have to go alongside on the other side in the crop, which I don't like doing, but hopefully looks like we might not need to do that. That's just going to work, maybe. It's not my favourite job, this. It's mainly because I haven't got a problem with doing it, but it does seem a bit glitchy. It doesn't sometimes tend to go in the trailer that well, I've noticed. Not just on this map either, on many times I've done it before in the past. It can be a bit annoying. But don't mind doing it occasionally, but it's not something I do regularly. I prefer bales personally. I prefer stacking bales than doing this. Might sound weird to some people, but it's more my sort of thing. Right, so we've made it round there, so I'll go alongside again. Hopefully that'll keep going in the trailer. And I'll get on with that, and we'll be taking it to the silage pit, which is still in the yard. We haven't moved it. Not much point moving it now, because I don't think the cows are going to need much more feed anyway. This will be probably just sold as silage, so I'll get on with that now. This is an issue I kind of expected was going to happen with using the lorry rather than the tractor. It is struggling a little bit on this very soft stuff. the chaff, it's well, I've tipped it all, but it's still not moving. It seems to have four-wheel drive, which is unusual, but yeah, I can't move. There we go. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should swap to the JCB and the other trailer, which we're using on the cows, because this one is struggling a bit now. It was alright for the first two loads because we were on the concrete, but now we've got this soft chaff to drive over. It's going to be a bit tricky, I think, so we might just leave that there. Wow, what's going on there? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go to the cow farm. There we go, JCB. Well, while we're here, we'll get that filled up again. We'll drop the stump grinder, though we're not going to cart with the stump grinder on the front. That would be weird, a bit unnecessary. Yeah, there we go. So we're 50% full again. We'll just tip this in the cow trough. Oh, as long as there's room for it. I hope there is, otherwise I'll mess this up. Hopefully it will all tip in there. good. That's lucky. Yeah, I was a bit worried there. I thought maybe we wouldn't have enough space for it, but no, we're fine. So we'll drop the stump grinder and we'll use this tractor now, I think, to finish the field off. Because I think using the lorry, it would, although it's much slightly bigger capacity, I think the trailer's got a bigger capacity. Yeah, like I say, it won't run on that over the pit very well now that we've got some chaff in there. So yeah, this would probably be the easier vehicle to use. It's such a short distance, and actually this tractor is very quick as well anyway, 44 miles an hour, so yeah, it's not going to make any difference really to the time it takes. If anything, it'll be quicker because we're not going to get stuck all the time. So yeah, here we are again. I don't know whether we're going to swap over and I'm going to take over or not, whether Daggerwin's going to do all of the forage harvesting and I'll just do the trailers. I don't know. Don't know what his plan is. I don't know whether he wants to have a go on the trailer or not. But anyway, we'll just carry on as we are at the moment.
I had a mission, it was to find love, that special feeling that I once lost. I was driving in my spaceship, I could almost see that airstrip. I was going down for landing, 'cause I finally found my home. I'm like an alien in love. I'm like an alien in love. I'm like an alien in love.
There we go. That's the field done. It wasn't a very big field actually. Didn't take too long compared with the one we did last time, which was one of the biggest fields we've got. Yeah, that wasn't a big job really at all. So that's all the silage now into the pit, or ready to ferment into silage anyway. And we're going to sell this now because it's not going to be needed again. We've got no more cornfields growing, so there's no point hanging on to it any longer. Bit of a shame really. It's only done 1.8 hours from new, so it's basically brand new. But never mind. At least we should get a decent amount back for it, hopefully. It won't need too much repairing, I wouldn't have thought. Get that repaired. Somehow the paintwork's still terrible, and also on the machine itself, and we'll sell that. So we got 155,000 back for that. Not too bad. Don't know what we paid for it in the first place. I've forgotten now. It's a mod, so it probably was a bit cheaper than the standard in-game ones. So let's go back to the yard again. Oh, we've got the canola here. We will tip that in the silo, I think. It's not going to go into the oil mill. It won't be time to process it now. I think it was pushing it last time, to be honest. Daggerwin tipped some in there, and I was a bit unsure whether or not it would actually get processed. We probably could do it by speeding time up if the worst came to the worst, but yeah, I think probably that was not all required in there. It may take some time to process it all. So this is going to just go into the silo for now, and then at the end we'll sell it when the price increases a bit. I think the best price for canola is around November or December, so that should be around about when we finish the series. So yeah, if we sell it today we won't get as much, but if we wait until the end and then sell it, we should get a bit more. So I'll tip it in the silo here. And then we'll go and see what Daggerwin's up to. He should be just compacting the pit now, the silage pit, and getting that ready to cover over. Oh, it's covered. That was quick. Yeah, like I said, there wasn't that much in there really this time. Not as much as the previous time we did silage. I don't know how long it takes to ferment. Is it 1 or 2 days? It's either 24 or 48 hours, I think. So yeah, we should have time to sell that. And we've got a big bucket on the wheel loader to load it up again. Or we could even try a conveyor, although there's probably not enough really to warrant doing that. We'll probably just use the bucket we've already got. So we'll put the trailer back in here, I think. I don't know where it came from, but it can go in there. There's a nice gap for it. And then I don't know what the next job's going to be, really. No more field. Oh, there is actually, there is another field ready to harvest, isn't there? So we could get the header, which is over here. I know this has got a bit of an issue at the moment. It's got the drawbars spun round again because it was dropped on a hill. So I'm not quite sure how to get that back to an angle where I can pick it up. Try and reverse it or knock it round. Hopefully without tipping it over completely. It's a bit annoying when this happens. There we go, that was a bit better. Don't know whether that's enough to get it on with the tractor or not. Let's give it a go. I think we should be able to. Yes, we can. Good. Yeah, that's not a good place to leave it. It was my fault. I've left it there a couple of times now, and it does do that every time, being on a hill. I will just repair it as well, I think, before we move on to the next field. Because I don't know exactly how damaged it is, but it probably could do with a repair. I did the combine, so it makes sense to do the header as well. Hopefully that's in the repair trigger. Nope, of course not. Trying not to get in Daggerwin's way. He's coming with that olive machine. There we go. We could actually take that with the combine. We don't need the tractor on it really. We can take that and tow it behind the combine. And we'll go to the olive field, which is just the other side of the cow farm, and we'll get that harvested.
I'm like an alien in love, love, love. Love, love, love. I'm like an alien in love, love, love. Love, love, love. I'm like an alien in love. Alien in love. I'm like an alien in love. Alien in love.
There we go, that's the oats harvested then. So that's all the combining done for now. We've got the one canola field left to do, which will be done in another episode because that's not ready yet. But everything that's ready is now harvested. So I'll put the header back on the trailer and that'll be ready to go in the next episode probably, or depending on how long it takes for everything to be ready. We've still got a few more episodes left, two episodes left I think. I'm not sure, but it's not strict that we have to finish on 100 episodes. Daggerwin said that if we do run over it, it's not the end of the world. We may get 101 or 102 episodes, but around about 100 episodes is where we're going to be finishing. I also, I trailed the straw on that field, so we've got a bit of extra straw to sell as well, but we're going to bale that next time. Let's get the header back on again, header trailer on, and I'll just take this, I probably will take it to the canola field and then it'll be ready to go then for the next time. But obviously, like I say, it's not ready yet, so we won't be harvesting that today. And we've also got the one last field after the canola field will be the sugar beet field. And that's going to be quite a big job because that's a big field, and sugar beet is a slow crop to harvest. So yeah, that's going to take up at least a full episode, if not over 2 episodes. Not sure if that'll be ready next time. I would guess it probably will be. You can have a look. I don't like looking when I'm driving though, because I tend to crash into things, but yeah, the long field there is the sugar beet field. Yes, that will be ready before the canola actually. It's a dark green, so that'll be ready next time. So it'll be sugar beet next time I think. And then, that, like I say, that might take 2 episodes, and then we'll be getting the canola field done as well when that's ready, which might actually be in 2 episodes time then. But I will take it over there, like I say, just to finish off the episode over by the canola field ready to go when that is ready. There we are then, so yeah, on the right hand side it's the sugar beet field, that'll be next time's job I think, and in front of us here is our last combinable crop, which is the canola. So yeah, those are the 2 more fields we've got to do. But for today that'll be it I think, so I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.